Welcome to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. Whether you're listening through YouTube or you're listening through Vimeo or our website at sndjpensacola.com, we're glad that you're here. This weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're going to be doing our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Of course, the 70s were well known for their disco music and all kinds of great music back during that time, and we're going to be playing some of our favorites here on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. But before we get into the music, we just need to issue our disclaimer and just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you're getting ready to hear. So we encourage you to go to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from, and let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many artists, the record producers, and the record companies. Remember, the music does remain the property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. No copyright infringement intended. And with that said, let's go ahead and get into the music. And remember, these songs are in no particular order. Now, our first artist actually comes from the Gulf Coast, and he's from Mobile, Alabama, which is about 50 miles from where I live. And he's real big along the Gulf Coast and really made a name for himself all across the nation. He's probably well known for his big hit Margaritaville, but here's another one that he's known for. It's Jimmy Buffett and Cheeseburger in Paradise from 1978 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Tried to amend my carnivorous habits, made it nearly 70 days, losing weight without speed, eating sunflower seeds, drinking lots of carrot juice and soaking over rays. But at night I'd have these wonderful dreams, some kind of sensuous treat, not zucchini, fettuccine, bulgur wheat, but a big warm bun and a huge hunk of meat. Cheeseburger in paradise, heaven on earth with an onion slice, not too particular, not too precise, I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise. Heard about the old time sailor men, they'd eat the same thing again and again. Warm beer and bread, they said could raise the dead. Well, it reminds me of the menu at a Holiday Inn. Times have changed for sailors these days. When I'm in port, I get what I need. Not just Havanas or bananas or daiquiris, but that America creation on which I feed. Cheeseburger in paradise, medium rare with mustard be nice. Heaven on earth with an onion slice. I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise.
From 1978, that's Frankie Valli with the theme song to what many would consider one of the best movie soundtracks of all time, and Grease on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. Before that, we began our show with Cheeseburger in Paradise by Jimmy Buffett. My name is Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend, we're not doing our traditional countdown show. We're actually just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. And in our original show, we were going to play Blondie's Heart of Glass, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play that song on YouTube. So we're going to substitute another song for it. So in its place, here's Amii Stewart from 1979 and Knock on Wood on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter-skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
And that's Don McLean from 1971 and Miss American Pie on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're not doing our traditional countdown show. We're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. And now, in 1977, a movie popped up on the big screen, and nobody at the time thought it would be such a big phenomenon, and is still going strong today, and they're still making new movies. Of course, I'm talking about Star Wars. And in the late 70s, a group called Miko was known for making remakes, disco remakes actually, of several theme songs, including Wizard of Oz, Superman, and of course, the Star Wars theme. So here's Miko from 1977 with the Star Wars Disco Mega Mix on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. From 1977, that's Miko with their remake of the Star Wars theme, just adding a little disco twist to it on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. My name is Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend we're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the Bee Gees. We'll hear from Barry Manilow and more on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. SNDJ Entertainment, the Gulf Coast Wedding and Party Service. We offer services in wedding ceremonies, wedding receptions, parties, school dances, and more. Unlike other DJ and entertainment services in our area, we only charge a flat rate for each one of our packages, so there are no hourly fees. You can have your DJ for as long as you would like on the day of your event. We also offer our LED light show in all packages. For weddings, your DJ not only serves as your DJ and master of ceremonies, but we also offer reception entertainment planning where your DJ will serve as your on-site day of reception director coordinator to help make sure your wedding reception runs smoothly. To schedule your free consultation or to receive your free information packet, contact us today at 850-501-1590. Video and phone consultations are also available. SNDJ Entertainment, we've got you covered since 2003.
Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his, three's company too. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. We've a lovable space that needs your face, three's company too. You'll see that life is a ball again, laughter is calling for you. Down at our rendezvous, three's company too. Down at our rendezvous, three is company too.
And welcome back to the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend, we're not doing our traditional countdown show. We're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Now, before we get back to the music, we just need to issue our disclaimer and just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you're listening to. So make sure you go to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from. And let's make sure we purchase these tracks and show some love to the many artists, the record producers, and the record companies who make this music possible. Remember, the music is the property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. Now, as we get back into the music, in 1976, disco music was really going strong, and it was going to be that way for the remainder of the decade. And the Bee Gees were pretty much on fire in the mid to late 70s, and here's another big hit that they had. It's You Should Be Dancing from 1976 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
They get up
That's BTO from 1973, and Taking Care of Business. Before that, we heard the Bee Gees and You Should Be Dancing from 1976 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend, we're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Now, in 1974, the Bay City Rollers were going strong, and here's one of their biggest hits. It's called Saturday Night on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
To the rock and roll on Saturday night, dancing to the rhythm in our heart and soul on Saturday night. I just can't wait. I got a day at the good old rock and roll show. I gotta go Saturday night. Gonna rock it up, roll it up, do it all, have a ball Saturday night. Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. Gonna dance with my baby till the night is through on Saturday night. Saturday night. Tell her all the little things I'm gonna do on Saturday night. Saturday night. I love her so. I'm gonna let her know. At the good old rock and roll show. I gotta go Saturday night. Saturday night. Gonna rock it up, roll it up, do it all, have a ball Saturday night. Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. Just a Saturday night. It's just a Saturday night. 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 Just a Saturday night.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down her there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? The hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. They fell in love. His name was Rico. He wore a diamond. He was escorted to his chair. He saw Lola dancing there, and when she finished, he called her over. But Rico went a bit too far. Tony sailed across the bar, and then the punches flew, and chairs were smashed in two. There was blood, and I said,
half blind. She lost her youth and she lost the Tony. Now she's lost her mind at the Copacabana. The hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love.
That's Barry Manilow from 1978 and Copacabana on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. Before that, we heard the Bay City Rollers from 1974 and Saturday Night. And as we move right along, in the late 70s, Gloria Gaynor was really making a name for herself. And this song actually reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1979 and stayed there for several weeks. It's Gloria Gaynor with one of her biggest hits, I Will Survive, on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye?
From 1979, that's Gloria Gaynor talking about what happens whenever you go through a breakup and somebody does you wrong. Well, you're going to survive it, I promise you that. On the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend, we're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the Village People. We've also got a one-hit wonder from Rick Dees. Got the Ohio Players and more on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
This is it. This is life. It's the one you get. So go and have a ball. Well, this is it. Straight ahead and rest assured, can't be sure at all. So while you're here, enjoy the view. Keep on doing what you do. Hold on tight, we'll muddle through one day at a time. So up on your feet. Somewhere there's music playing. Don't you worry none. We'll just take it like it comes, one day at a time. 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 One day at a time.
And welcome back to the third and final segment of the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. I'm your host, Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. And this weekend, we're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Now, before we get back into the music, we just need to issue our disclaimer and just remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you're listening to. So make sure you go to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from, and let's make sure we purchase these tracks. And let's show some love to the many artists, the record producers, record companies, and everybody that had a hand in making this music possible. Remember, the music is the property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. No copyright infringement intended. Now, moving right along, as we mentioned earlier, disco music was real popular, and of course, the Village People were real popular as well when they came out with YMCA. That was one of their biggest hits. And here's another one, and of course, this song has been featured in a lot of more recent movies. And in 1996, this song was actually featured in The Nutty Professor starring Eddie Murphy, and it was introduced to a whole new generation. From 1978, here's the Village People with Macho Man on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Body, body, wanna feel my body, baby. Such a thrill, my body, yeah, yeah. Wanna touch my body, baby. It's too much, my body, yeah, yeah. Check it out, my body, baby. Don't you stop my body, yeah, yeah. Talking about my body, well, turn it out, listen in. Every man wants to be a macho man. Just have the kind of body, always in demand. Jogging in the mornings, go man go. Workouts in the health spa, muscles glow. You can best believe that he's a macho man. Ready to get down with anyone he can. Hey, 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 hey. Macho man, yeah. I got to be a macho man, yeah. I've got to be a macho. Oh, macho man, yeah. I've got to be a macho man. Macho man. Hey, hey. I've got to be a macho. Body, it's so hot, my body, baby. Love to fuck my body, yeah, yeah. Love to please my body, baby. Don't you tease my body, yeah. You'll adore my body, baby. Come explore my body, yeah, yeah. Babe, I got my body, baby. It's so good, hey. Every man ought to be a macho man. Just live a life of freedom. Machos make a stand. Have your own lifestyle and ideals. Possess the strength and confidence. Life's a steal. You can best believe that he's a macho man. He's a special person in anybody's land. Hey, 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 hey. Macho man, yeah. I got to be a macho. I got to be a macho, yeah. I got to be a macho. Dig the hell on my chest, yeah. Man. I say dig my big mustache. I got to be alright. A macho. I got to be a macho man. I got to be a macho. Big broad shoulders, yeah. Dig my muscles. I got to be a macho man. Talking about a macho man. I got to be a macho. Hey. Macho man.
Went to a party the other night. All the ladies were treating me right. Moving my feet to the disco beat. How in the world could I keep my seat? All of a sudden I began to change. I was on the dance floor acting strange. Flapping my arms, I began to cluck. Look at me, I'm the disco dog.
there's no stopping a duck in his beak.
So I got back up to try my luck.
Why look!
Everybody's doing the disco, disco god. Disco, disco god. Where my mama? Disco, 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 disco god. I don't mind. Disco, disco, give me a mama.
Thank you, Duck, for getting down. Thank you so very much.
From 1976, that's a one-hit wonder from Rick Dees and Disco Duck. And of course, Rick Dees went on to later fame as not only the morning show host at Kiss FM 102.7 in Los Angeles, but is also host of his own Top 40 syndicated radio show, the Rick Dees Weekly Top 40, which is still going strong on radio stations across the country. And I do have to admit that I was a big fan of Rick Dees, still am actually, and I used to listen to him when I was a kid, and he's actually one of the ones that gave me the inspiration to do this show, the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, along with the late Casey Kasem. They were two idols that I listened to back in the day, and still do occasionally from time to time. So again, Rick Dees tried his hand in singing in 1976, but realized that wasn't really for him. But he definitely found his calling with the Rick Dees Weekly Top 40 that's been going strong for over 35 years. I'm Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida, and this weekend on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, we're not doing our traditional countdown show, we're just playing some of our 70s honorable mentions in no particular order. Now in 1978, Bob Seger first released this song, but it was a few years later in 1983 that Tom Cruise really made it famous when he was seen dancing in his underwear to this song in the movie Risky Business. From 1978, here's Bob Seger and Old Time Rock and Roll on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the
the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown, our 70s honorable mentions, and that was from 1975, the Ohio Players and Love Roller Coaster. And before that, we heard Bob Seger with Old Time Rock and Roll from 1978 on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And now we're up to our final song of this week's show. We felt it was only fitting that this song be the final song because it is a song that I often do end wedding receptions on. And this song actually peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1978. It was one of Donna Summer's biggest hits. It's Donna Summer and Last Dance on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown.
It's my
From 1978, that's Donna Summer and Last Dance on the SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. And there you have them, some of our 70s honorable mentions that we have in our music library at SNDJ Entertainment in Pensacola, Florida. My name is Stacey Noles, Entertainment Director and Mobile DJ at SNDJ Entertainment. Thank you so much for listening to the show this week. We certainly do appreciate that. And we also want to remind you that we are not getting paid to do this show. We're also not profiting from the music that you've listened to. So make sure that you go to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you normally purchase your music from. And let's make sure we purchase these tracks and let's show some love to the many artists, the record producers, the record companies, and everybody that had a hand in making this music possible. We certainly do appreciate all of their efforts. Remember, the music is the property of the artists, the record producers, and the record companies. No copyright infringement intended. And if you have a question or comment or maybe a show idea, why don't you reach out? You can reach me by emailing me at Stacey at sndjpensacola.com. Again, that's Stacey, Stacey, at sndjpensacola.com. And if you'd like to find out more information on SNDJ Entertainment, just log on to our website, sndjpensacola.com, and you'll find out a lot of information there on wedding receptions, parties, school dances, and you can also hear archives of past SNDJ Top 10 Countdown shows. Once again, my name is Stacey Noles. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week for another SNDJ Top 10 Countdown. Until then, take care and God bless. The SNDJ Top 10 Countdown is a presentation of SNDJ Entertainment.